We asked Aaron when we talked to him earlier in the week if he wanted to keep playing. He said, I think so, yeah. You guys want him back as well? Is that feeling mutual with wanting him back here next year as the team starter?
Absolutely, I would. You know, he's a guy that he's just so talented, and he's proven over all the years just to be one of the generational players in this league. And I would love for him to get an opportunity, you know, to play healthy football and see what that looks like for an entire season.
A few bad years back, Jonathan Taylor ran pretty well against
Yep.
you guys. What are you seeing from him? How big of a challenge is that?
He feels like a guy that's a little bit of a renaissance to the guy that he was the first couple of years in the league. He looks fast. He looks explosive. He doesn't go down with arm tackles. You got to get numerous hats on him to get him down. So it's a great challenge. They got great scheme too, as far as ways to create space for him and get out in the open. So he is going to be a huge part of what they do on offense, and we got to be ready for that.
How much do they change schematically with Richardson as opposed to Flacco?
I would say the passing game is very similar. You know, what they do from a passing game perspective is similar. And then a few of the runs they do from under center are similar. So, you know, it's a similar run game in that way. It's when it gets into the quarterback run world, that's obviously something that doesn't, you know, suit Flacco's skill set. So that's the stuff you got to get ready for, especially in critical moments, got to have it moments, red zone, strike zone, all those things when those type of runs get ramped up. So we got to be ready for it. And it's you know, it's a great challenge because, as we all know, when the quarterback is running the ball, that's wildcat, you know, and the numbers are not on your side. You have to change the math. You got to get off blocks, and we got to win.
Just with all the talk about the tackling in general, the struggles of the defense last week, what do you expect to see from them, and what is their mindset heading into this week?
Better tackling. They took the challenge this week that was one thing of all things. If something's going to get improved, it's that. You know, we show them a light on it in the meeting rooms, practice, individual. As much as you can shine a light on something, we did that with tackling. So I anticipate a much better tackling game.
Aaron was very complimentary of you the other day, saying that you're a leader of men, the wins and losses don't tell the whole story, and that he'd love to play for you until the end, whenever that might be. As a coach, hearing that and getting that endorsement, what do you think of that, to get it, to hear that from him?
Yeah, it means a lot to me. You know, he's a guy that's seen a lot of football, been around a lot of coaches. For him to say it, you know, it means a lot. You know, and I feel very fortunate just to be part of this organization and this roster because, you know, obviously the results have not been what they need to be, but the character of that locker room has not changed, and it's an amazing group of men.
Big up more? A few goal line plays last week where Clemens seemed to really get pushed off the ball or didn't set the edge. How would you evaluate Clemens' play right now?
I think Clemens has improved in a lot of ways as a pass rusher. You know, he's a guy that really, that was a part of his game that he wanted to get improved. And you've seen a guy that he's affected quarterbacks more than he has in the past. He looks better, movement, pass rush, hands and feet are connected way better than they've ever been. And he's a guy that still brings like a violent force in the run game, you know, as far as an edge setter and at the point of attack. And but he's that guy that's relentless in his pursuit to be the best version of himself. So he'll continue to work on everything.
Does he have to be better at setting the edge?
I think we all have to be better in everything that we're doing. Coaching better, playing better at all levels. We all have room for improvement, for sure.
Jeff, Anthony Richardson is on pace for a historically inaccurate passing season. What do you expect from him coming back, after a mention?
Yeah, I expect a really, really good athlete that helps move the sticks, not only with his arm but with his legs. He's a great challenge in a lot of different ways. You know, I know that, like you said, he struggled a little bit with accuracy, but at the same time, he's got some explosive plays out there too. He's got great arm strength. He actually has great accuracy, and his timing is improving. The vision on the field is improving. So it's going to be a great challenge. You know, we went into this game plan Monday and Tuesday, and it was really, we created two separate plans because it feels like two separate offenses when they're in there. So we were prepared for both, and we're prepared for Richardson.
I know everyone who gets older isn't the same physically with CJ Mosley, but how much are you guys missing what he's able to do mentally out there? And again, I know Jamie's great. He's a great mental player, and he's a great communicator, but CJ, it's just kind of like he's different.
Yeah, like I can't say enough great things about Jamie Sherwood and the job that he's done in place of CJ. Amazing player, amazing human being, great teammate, all those things, But at the same time, like CJ is, he's a special player in the way that people just elevate around him, and his leadership and his toughness and his experience and all those things. So it's a guy we definitely miss.
What's your plan at kicker this week with Schrader Reed's on?
Yeah, we'll go with Anders. We're confident that Anders can get it done. He looked very good out there today. It was a windy day, a day that was challenging in a lot of ways, and did a good job.
How strange has that been for you? I mean, that'll be the fourth straight different kicker. That doesn't happen often.
Yeah, not ideal by any means, but we got great confidence in Anders. We do.
Why didn't you guys sign Schrader to the roster like early in the week?
There's a lot of stuff that goes into the roster management, that I can't get into, but like I said, great confidence in Anders.
What have you seen now that you've had him for a couple of weeks from Hassan Reddick after he missed all that time in terms of the workload he can handle? I'm talking about physically, not just his attitude.
Yeah, a huge testament to him preparing when he wasn't at this building, because he looks good, and he keeps looking better and better and better. Last week, unfortunately, the rep count was down, and that was a byproduct of just not getting him to third down. We didn't do a good enough job on first and second, and obviously that was the place we wanted to feature him the most, at least at first. But now that he's had more time on task with us, he's a guy that's going to play more and more on all downs. So I'm excited to get him more involved.